things aren't right, and I think we all understand and know that. I don't know why things happened the way they did. I don't understand it. I don't think the people of the state understand it. I haven't heard anything to try to explain why it happened the way it did. I see no benefit to the people of the state of South Carolina. I only see environmental harm. I only see economic harm to our state because of what they did. And we, the General Assembly, need to stand up and do everything we can to undo this horrible decision. Yes. And that's what we're attempting to do. And then to say that this joint resolution amounts to an unconstitutional legislative overreach?
Now, well, how is it? Tell me how is it unconstitutional if the legislative branch, which is charged by the Constitution with the authority to suspend, it's clearly in there. It ain't the subject of trying to come up with as an intent or a hidden right. It's clearly in there. How is it unconstitutional exercise of power that the Constitution gives the legislative branch in handling things in this state?
Now, Senator, I'm no constitutional authority. I'm no constitutional lawyer. I'm just a guy.
You and the senator from Pickens have been quick learners.
But I can read. I can read, and I can understand things. But I am no constitutional attorney, so perhaps if the governor's attorneys believes what they wrote, and I believe that they believe what they wrote.
Oh, they believe it, I'm sure.
So I'm sure that they will soon be filing a motion declaring that our veto override to be unconstitutional. And if they believe that, if they believe what they've wrote, I hope that they do that. I hope that they do it. Then that way I'll know that I'm wrong. Okay, and I can learn from my mistakes. I'm someone who's big enough to admit when I've made a mistake. But to say that something's unconstitutional when it's clearly not, as a veto message with the other things that are in here, I think it's wrong. I think it's improper. And I hope every member of this body votes to override the governor on this.
I do too. Let me ask you one last question, and I'll be done. I have information, and I'm hoping in those documents so I won't have to go searching for this little bit of information. Somebody has told me that I need to look at the Georgia Port Authority motion for protective order in the Administrative Law Court, in particular on, I believe it's page 3, that there may be there some information regarding the acknowledgement of that navigable waters component. Do you happen to have any information on that that might inform the body?
They're saying that the Corps of Engineers, in a motion before the court, is alleging that a construction of a navigable waters permit is not required. But it absolutely is required. We know that it's
Who's saying that? The Corps is?
The Corps of Engineers. And the governor's message says that it doesn't. The DHEC decision really didn't go into that.
But they signed the document from DHEC.
But they signed the document acknowledging that they do need one.
Yes, sir.
So the whole thing is wrong. It is absolutely wrong.
But bottom line, what you're arguing for is to stop the rape of the river and to protect the future for South Carolina.
Not only stop the rape of the river and protect the future of South Carolina, but to send a message loud and clear throughout the business community, not only in this state but internationally, that we see no defect in our plans to expand our harbor and build our facilities and be the leading port in the Southeast. We're going to be the place in the long term where businesses should be locating because we have the capability of doing it. We know that we can move forward, and there are terrible problems with what's being proposed down in the state of Georgia. Maybe there could be a way of working it out. I don't know. I really don't know. Governor Haley has done a lot of wonderful things in this state, a lot of wonderful appointments, a lot of things that are being looked at now that weren't looked at before. But this is one area where I vehemently disagree with the governor.